In the legendary time of magic, Haoran stood as a powerful warrior. She served as the crown princess of the Wusui kingdom. This kingdom ranked as one of the 6 realms in the vast magical world. Golden banners fluttered high over palace walls. Winds carried chants of victory through misty valleys. She had won several times for her realm. Victories stacked consecutively like trophies on marble shelves. But until the last competition, she unfortunately lost. Defeat crashed suddenly. Her loss brought waves of bad comments from her own realm. Whispers turned venom. Even her father grew pissed. His face darkened storm clouds in the throne room. It became a thing of deep shame for her. She did not lose the competition that brings so much goodness and rain of blessings to the country that wins. Golden rains fell on victors. Fields bloomed instantly. But she was poisoned by the unknown. She could not stay even though she wanted to desperately. Her mother advised she leave the realm until her powers return fully. She must come back again to win for her realm at the next competition. Mother's hands trembled holding hers. Eyes pleaded silent. She felt shattered and betrayed by people she had fought for with blood and sweat. All her 23 years of living are dedicated to the realm, muscles and scars built from rigorous training. She had forgotten her purpose as a woman just to become the one worthy by her realm. She had to leave at midnight when no one was looking watchful. She escaped through the magical door to another realm with her maid. More of her companion is true, because she can also transform into a sleek black cat. Without her power, she felt useless and worthless deep in her bones. She knew she had to find a way to get back her power and to her belief firm. She believed the last person she fought with must have poisoned her. Luckily for her, no one knew what her true face looked like. She had always worn a full warrior outfit every day. And just her mother and father and her maid know what her face looks like. Even her younger siblings who are male do not know what the crown princess looks like under a mask. She decided to leave ordinarily as a normal fairy with no helmet to get to the truth of her predicament and how to cure herself fully. She arrived at Shaolin Realm. Luckily for her, it was the period of giving the warrior gift grand, and she had come to the realm of Chun-Li, the man who she had fought fiercely. Banners, his colors waved high. Chun-Li stood as an arrogant warrior, tall, and also popular among the fairies who fluttered wings shimmer. Haoran had it all planned carefully, because her maid Wei had gathered information about Chun-Li just by mingling with the other fairies' gossip circles. Laughter shared tea. It was the time for Chun-Li to win the last competition. Warriors came with gifts piled high. Some even offered their daughters as wives to him but he rejected it all firmly. Artifacts sparkled magic. Jades glowed deep green. Beautiful silks shimmered rainbows, presented grand. But he rejected and only asked it to be shared among other generous warriors. This surprised Haoran deeply, how he would reject expensive gifts with beautiful fairies batting lashes. She became worried if he was going to fall for her clever plans. Her heart beat quick. Why was there to remind her the reason for coming to the Shaolin realm? She must follow the plan, even if it looked impossible dark. She had approached the head fairies, using the magnetic resonance magic on him strongly. Pulse hummed air. All they needed him to do was offer Haoran to Chun-Li. And because of his relationship with him and their past conflicts are bitter, they knew he was going to reject him out loud. But they had planned to use the crowd against his roar. The head fairies presented a grand stage. He rejected the predicted cold. But Wei started a little gossip in the crowd and whispers spread. And one of the fairies was bold enough to voice it out loud clearly. Chun-Li is an impotent. He obviously cannot be with a woman because of incompetency. Because why would anyone reject such a beautiful fairy? Voice rang hollow. Chun-Li's eyes burned with anger and fire red. He knew he was competent and strong. But no one knew how much people wanted to use fairies just to get into his home and life secrets. Suddenly, the head warrior came with 2 fairies for him to prove if he really is competent. But he knows deep down, he knows his plan was just to plant spies in his home. He accepted Haoran rather than accept fairies from the head warrior's spite. He reluctantly accepted Haoran, and deeply she was happy inside the spark. Wei was happier because her master had just gained access to activate their plans smoothly. Haoran stepped into Chun-Li's home ground. It was a magical wonder. With rivers, crystal flowed gently. Beautiful flowers bloomed vividly. But shockingly, Chun-Li pulled her ears with sharp pain, gave her a deep warning to never make an attempt on him or even leave the one apartment she will be confined to strictly. Haoran was still shocked. She was a bold girl who had controlled men of different sizes. She had never been confined by a man cage, especially her enemy close. She immediately went against his rule. After she was shown her small room, saw Chun-Li stepped out with his guard armor clank. She quickly began to search for what she had come looking for desperately. Hands rifled drawers quiet. But surprisingly, she met what shocked her wide eyes. A spirit well protected with some magic barrier shimmer, which made it difficult for her to enter. For her to be able to enter that spirit well, she must have had something intimate with Chun-Li. She started to make advances at him boldly. Eyes locked, but he rejected her at any given time coldly. But suddenly they started having a spark. He could not believe his feeling, but one day he was drunk after returning from the fair's hall, and he openly confessed to Haoran's slurred. He confessed he was shocked to have won over the warrior at the last competition surprise. He knew the crown princess was powerful. Suddenly he started to notice she was weak and could not lift a finger to fight or even perform magic feint, and how much he tried to help her kindly. But time was running out. Sandglass. He had to use the opportunity to fight her and win fairly. Even though he never intended to fight someone who seemed to have been poisoned with some powerful magic grief. Haoran is shocked at the confession. Her heart stopped. He is obviously drunk, but had no reason to lie to her. After all, he does not know she was the one right before him hidden. Haoran knows there is more to her lost layers. She needs to heal faster and get to the truth of the situation. She wanted to use that opportunity to be intimate with Chun-Li since he seemed too drunk. He was too weak to control himself. She was about to lean close, but she had to rethink suddenly. She would want it to be a mutual intimacy, not like the situation forced. She left to search for her maid quickly. She knew where to find her. Wei had always been among the fairies to listen to gossiping ears open. That was where she got all her information. Unknowingly for Haoran, she was followed by Chun-Li guard on request. But after she had met with Wei and retrieved all the information needed to whisper, also gave her a task to go back to their realm and find out what was going over there urgently. On her way back to Chun-Li home path, she was attacked by some magic sudden blast, which held her with a magic rope tight burn. She cannot cut through it except when she uses her magic, but she cannot use her magic because the poison drains her spiritual power. Two men appeared wearing dark masks, with a voice controlling them from a little bell ring. Her, with the confession spirit, evil. They used the confession spirit to get some truth about someone real raw. But the moment she was possessed by the spirit swirl, she was asked questions about Chun-Li and if he had a spirit well or the magic healer secret. She knew better never to speak about it, lips sealed, because she had also come for a magic healer cure. The only thing that could cure her from that poison is deadly. She believed Chun-Li had the last portion hidden. Haoran endured the pain. She was tortured with her painful past vividly. How she had to become a warrior at a young age, just to prove to her father she is worthy to be called his child. Tears. Her childhood memories of the pain and consistent torture with endless training till dawn dusk, just to be proven worthy and acknowledged by her father sternly. All because she was a female child and also the first child of her father, the ruler of their realm. She could not endure the torture again, and she was not ready to say a word about Chun-Li. The men were shocked on how a fairy could withstand the torture after being possessed by confession spirit strong will. She was about to be killed with a blade raise, when Chun-Li magically arrived with winds howling. He grabbed her strong arms. She fainted on his shoulder limp. He magically punished the men who were torturing her lightning strike. Haoran woke the next day slowly. She was not sure if she was alive or with her ancestors' light. She screamed because of the shining golden room. She woke bright blind, which was different from where Chun-Li gave dim. Also, the shining roof made her think she is with her ancestors. Chun-Li rushed in to check. Remember what he did with his room. He loves shining golden roofs. That helps him sleep well. he likes heavenly touch. He helped her with her herbs, also used some magic on her to heal faster warm glow. She was surprised because the last time she was captured by some unknown men who wanted information about Chun-Li. She resisted strongly. She asked Chun-Li how he found her, because she remembered clearly that he was drunk before she left home. Chun-Li explained to her that he had a spy on her because he was not sure she was not a spy sent to get information about him. Chun-Li explained to her how people had wanted to get magic healer from him since Thami knew he had the last portion greed. How they had sent spies magic leaf to spy on him and different means just to have information about it clever. But he was impressed because his guard told him Haoran said nothing while being tortured silently. Haoran decided to play along like she never knew he had the magic healer innocent. He was already falling for Haoran's heart open. Haoran could not deny she liked him already. Chun-Li asked if she would like to go to his spirit well with him. She knew what it would take to be able to enter close. She was shy at first, but Chun-Li made his intention clear that he is beginning to fall deeply in love with her. Haoran could not reject the handsome man's eyes kind. She fell into a deep kiss with his passion fire. They did it with so much tender love. Haoran found it difficult to betray his trust. She could not go into the well spirit because she did not want to betray him. Wei came back with another piece of information that pushed Haoran hard. She has been painted as the unwanted child in their tribe's scorn. Her younger brother is leading the warriors proud. Also soon he will be crowned the crown prince. Cheers. She also found out her stepmother was the one who poisoned her venom, because she wanted the title and praise she gets for her son's glory. And the same stepbrother was about to be crowned throne. She felt bad that they were not bothered by her absence. Even her father did not look for her. She felt betrayed by the knife twist. She just cannot wait to be done with the mission and heal up so she can win another competition for her realm to make herself worthy to her father and the people again prove. She decided to go into the spirit well. She found the magic healer vial shine, but she could not bring herself to take it by handshake. She needed the magic healer to get her power back full. Here she could not stand to betray Chun-Li love. She decided to come clean and confess to Chun-Li the truth. Because of the word Wei said to her wise, she told her to just keep living her life here, since she was betrayed that moment she lost her realm. She thought about it deep into the night. She only wanted to win to prove herself worthy. But there are things she can do to prove to the world she is worthy beyond. She confessed with full heart. Surprisingly, Chun-Li handed her the magic healer gently. He would rather give it to the one he loved than to let the greedy men have it for evil purposes. They all want the magic healer for dark magic, which was why the descendants who produced cursed any of the descendants who tried to make it back into the world forbidden. She was healed and an even stronger and powerful surge. She went back to her realm with a better and powerful aura bright. She begged on her knees for her father to let her fight again, as she had become better and promised to win for them again. The day came to the grand arena. She fought hard till she became the last one standing in sweaty blood. She won against the roaring crowd. Her realm began to rejoice and cheer loudly, hailing her left and right and making her feel worthy again. Banners wave. But she was not satisfied. She had tasted something beyond proving her worthiness. Love she tasted, love that is genuine and pure. What she had never had was warm. She was announced back as the crown princess, but right there she speaks her mind bold. She rejected the title right in front of everyone in shock gasp. She had tasted something beyond proving her worthiness. Love she tasted, love that is genuine and pure. What she had never had was warm. She was announced back as the crown princess. But right there, she speaks her mind bold. She rejected the title right in front of everyone in shock gasp, told her story of how hard she had to fight and practice to prove herself and make herself worthy to her father, because she was a female and also the first child. Tears flow. How her realm rejected her because she failed once and betrayed her cold. No one was there for her from her realm when she was at the lowest support, none. She found love from the strangest man on earth unexpectedly. She also did not forget to expose her stepmother's evil, who had her poisoned and made her lose at the last competition's sly, how she wanted to kill her before she resulted in poisoning her deadly. This shocked the realm. Gasps. The ruler ordered the stepmother to seize the chains, relieved from her title strip, also exiled with her son banished. She denied all her titles and parents, decided to join Chun-Li realm, where she would be fighting alongside Chun-Li to fight and win for the realm who accepted her welcome. Her father and the people of her realm regretted it with deep sorrow, because they had lost a warrior to another realm because of just one lost battle. She walked out majestically with Chun-Li by her side, strong with life beaming on their faces. They fought and won several competitions together, while her realm kept losing defeat.